Hellos, arties! Hellos! Sorry, I'm eating the chocolate biscuits. Anyways, we're back on Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Trilogy. Okay, game audio. Trials and Tribulation, the last game, last chapter. And for now, we control Edgeworth. Because Phoenix is in the hospital because he fell from the bridge to go save Maya. So, we are day one in court. Yippee-yay. Oh my, Mr. Loris feel that way about me? Apparently, isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed. I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of things. Worry not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on that night of the incident. Mark my words, I will drag it out of him. Oh, mark my words. Mr. Loris is the witness today? No. The nun will be the first one. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth? You're a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this if your trilogy is revealed? Don't worry, I've made the necessary arrangement. I see. This is a prosecution job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. Defense attorney job is to believe in people. Yep, it's him. Easy. Objection. My love. My love. You wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma? Legends are a thing of the past. I am von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purpose of prosecuting this case. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor. Miss von Karma, do you have anything to say? There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor office. Ah! Told you there is no such weakling. A whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove the whip. I have no objection to the whip. You don't? Prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. That is so cool. I love them all. I will not allow this chance to crush your slip through my fingers. I see your thoughts. You brought your flair to the... What the fuck are you saying? I see you brought your flair to the histrionic. Yes. With as little whipping as possible. Murder victim is the famed picture book author. Body found in the Hazakura temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword. Sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? There's no mistake, this was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime. And so it begins, my first and last trial as a defense attorney. I'm not sure about being not sure. Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little me? Well, I'm the head nun of Asakura Temple. Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. Need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer. Wahahahahaha. Why the fatty is dancing in her face? Left her is to help. So as soon as Maya will be safe, she will say if it's true that she was there and then left the other girl or not. I was heading back then that's when I saw it. So it was simply a coincidence that you found yourself returning to Asakura Temple. My back hadn't been in much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. Don't know why today the back of my head is a bit itchy. I washed my hair yesterday morning, literally, but okay. What is this inner temple? Well, see, conversing with the spirit is what we train people to do. Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. Just being alive is like strict training. Wahahahahaha. Was this fabulous back of yours hurting again? That's right, raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. Just knew that unless I warm up, it was going to finally finish me. So I left Iris to help with the acolyte. Yes, such a big end. Do or be done in kind of word after all. My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's in your mind. What exactly did you wash? Ah, this is why you have to watch the young ones. What are you going on about? Ah, pathetic, Miles Edgeworth. The lowest of the low. Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck to the defense bench? Now you feel Phoenix. Yeah, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long. It was after I'd finished, just as I was heading back. I love her, as usual. Be waiting at 10 at Everly Hall. Param pam pam. Pam 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 pam. Let's see. To that I finished just as I was heading back. So the bell thing, yes. I'm a woman of faith after all. In that case, I'd like to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant. She claimed that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. She did not go to the inner temple at all. A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. But that is completely logical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Azakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple will make for a much better alibi. Honest eyes, okay, simp. All people lie, that is my belief. Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie, which means we must call your memory into question. Dear, you're older than me and yet you want to play the game, do you? Well, this isn't exactly what my memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. If you're going to question the memory of the witness, you will need to... I was naive to think that alone will do the trick. Okay. As you can see, my backlights were in the temple. She was dressed exactly as she. Haha! 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 Gotcha! Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct? Of course, this is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute. Hold it, why do you have that? That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll let you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claimed, then the Irish so should have been missing this very hood. Well. It's not a bad feeling at all exposing contradiction like this. Now I understand that happy look on right face every time he does it. Order in the court! Oh! Sister, this wood. You spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares well. I do tend to make too many of them, and I cannot open my energy drink. I see a stockpile. Each noon is only given one wood, though. This should be the only hood that I owned. This is quite strange. I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness! When you don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision. Contradictory stimulation. After my bath. I finished my bath around 11 and I thought I should return to the Nil Temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. Aris was Mystic Elise, and with the sword of all things. Mystic Elise was staying in a corner room which faced out onto the courtyard. Stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. Out of her window? This judge, his imagination is about as vivid as creative as Detective Gumshoe. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. I would look the fool, yes. No. Body fell 10 feet. Is that enough for the window? How far is it from your room to the inner temple? 15 minutes to Dusky Bridge from Azakure. Thump, just like that. That could only be the sound of the victim falling. Very quiet in the temple. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thump, just like that. Never thought of that. Ha 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 ha. The fat dancing. Now that she knows she didn't have the wood. You've dug your own grave, Miss Edgeworth. What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this testimony important? I would like this new statement to be added to the testimony. I'll gladly lend you my whip. This goes to the screenshot that I will use. Yes. Yes. This goes instantly to the meme screenshots. Absolutely. Because we're... I don't mean because we're poor, it's our style. The room the victim was staying is overlooked by the courtyard, correct? Okay. Do doom doom doom. Boom boom boom. No, fuck. Heard the noise from the courtyard, thump, just like that. Question is, how did she push there and jump there from the window and then stab there? She's not Spider-Man. What's wrong, my Sir Jordan's Dappy comeback remark? Doesn't feel like she's lying. It's very powerful testimony too. Boom, boom. But there were thunders at 11. What is the weather report? Here. 10 to approximately 11. So she could have not heard the thump. No, it's not this one. Testing this penalty too. After death. Wait, what? Is it this one? Yes. Fell 10 feet after what? I just noticed. Oh. Impressive logic, that's what I'd like to say anyway. Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter. However, I think you're overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, will you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report? Victim did fall from the height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. Ah. That's right, he said after that right here. The scene the witness claimed to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? murder. Victim must have been killed in her room. That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room, and she was then thrown out of their window down in the courtyard below. I mean, yeah, she never said I saw them fighting or I saw the victim speaking. So she might always use the excuse of the, yeah, well, I just saw her with a sword inside the body of the victim. It might be that she stopped her, pushed her down, and then she went down and she tried to take back the sword. Makes sense. She was stabbed with a sword, that would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma. No trace of blood were found in the victim's room. The weapons just caused trace of blood to be found on my glass. However, if there was no... I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure Your Honor is well aware of when a stab wound produced the most blood. When it produced the most blood, very little blood is actually lost at the moment of the blade insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood will be lost from a body, that will be when the blade is removed. She's gonna go for the excuse that I made up. She locates and takes control of every vital point. It seems that we need a clearer testimony. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please. Remain standing on the crate. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage while we're... yes, with a whip. Oh boy, alright, alright. 30 minutes of her as witness, as only witness. When I look across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted, you can't blame me, can you? When I woke, Mystic Elise was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. What? Perfection is an impossibility, Von Karma, and I'm here to teach you just that. I mean, I think Phoenix already did that. When I look across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Oh, right. I have to hold it. Let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed? That's right, some of it had splattered into Iris too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. Clothes were blood-flecked as well. Little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. Now you said the victim was bleeding. Smoothly drawn out. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Wait a second. Give me just a moment. All she wanted to do was place the weapon in the end of the golden statue, then there was no reason to remove it from the body. All that would have accomplished is causing the victim to bleed unnecessarily. Your thoughts, Miss Von Karma? That's... Indeed, it's strange now that you mention it. I'm going to need to find an answer to this mystery. Anyway, the witness saw something terrible, so what did you do after that? By stepping on me, actually. The method of resuscitation. So, first she removed the sword and then she put it in the end of the statue and then she stabbed her again. Like, her testimony say that she arrived, she saw the girl taking the sword out, then she faints. And when she wake up, basically the girl took the body, got it near the statue, stabbed the body again and gave the sword to the statue. Why? What is the point of all that? You're a reliable witness, at least I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here. You're a handsome young man, so I forgive you. What contradiction are you talking about? In the scene that the witness claimed to have seen? The weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are completely impossibilities. What do you mean? It will be impossible to stab someone to the hilts with this. No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep should I so choose. I'm not into that, but for you, I might think about allowing it. Wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it, certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sort. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. Yeah, there are so many holes that you can make that she bleed profusely. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding. Sometimes. I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction. This one is simple. If the sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. No! She's on a shit ton of thingies. Bravo, my Sedgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorney I know could maybe manage one, if that. Foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolishly foolish fool. Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon? It's because Mystic Emmy was holding it. Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. So, if this was not the murder weapon, all the testimony of Bikini is absolutely useless and baseless. So we waste the last 40 minutes. Amazing. Order! So maybe the Sachishito was not a murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changed nothing. It changed everything, actually. That's not the question. No evidence of that kind was found. Another mystery. Trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast. Excuse me, could I say something? Just remember something, actually. I was just thinking it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was I was just over there. It was just over there. Murder weapon, I mean, maybe I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. Did we already met the killer, the actual murderer? Maybe not. Is it her? I mean, it must be her because she is lying like crazy. But it would be too simple for the last case. Okay. So the murder at around 11. Strong sense of responsibility. The acolyte was being doused in freezing water at the time. Could very well take it easy in the bath all night, could I? So at 11 I decided to leave. What a naive boy, as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand too. Anyway, I was really scared and I was taking him a while to get back. So I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell. Seems very likely that the killer did use the snowmobile. How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge? Takes 15 minutes to walk, but less than 5 using the snowmobile. There's a reason for that. Have you got a moment for me to explain? Killer must have used it. Maybe they threw the weapon into Igor River. Yep. Also, sure, in 10 minutes you can drive the thingy, throw the weapon and come back. But can you in 10 to 20 minutes take out the sword after she passes out, take the body to the statue, stab the body again, give the sword to the girl, to the statue, take the snowmobile, go, throw the weapon, come back, all of that before she wake up? Whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily there is surely a problem with this testimony. All I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account. $7 to $10.50, lightning 10 to 11. Wait. Maybe she would have not go for the threat. No. I was thinking she wouldn't go near the bridge, because near the bridge there is... she thought there was somebody that could have threat her. Yeah, no, there are the steps. Are the steps cut from the snowmobile? Yes. No! No, they are not. There is one before. Yep, it's this one. Wait, let me reload though, cause HP. HP. Admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. You finally accepted the inevitable. However, if what the witness says is true, then why there is only one set of tracks? What do you mean? Harris left Asakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back. You're forgetting one thing, Edgeworth. On the night of the murder it was snowing. Tracks leading to the bridge was erased by the snowfall. No, it stopped at 10:50. Is the weather report right? Rudy next finger. Please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime. Like I said, it was around 11. Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after the time, correct? On the note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report from Igor Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report, I have 2 fortune cookies. The snow started at 7 PM but stopped around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11, the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Order, order! Looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Riddle me this, Baban. Yeah, but we cannot end a trial over if and what. We need specific proofs. Friendship is like wine. The longer it takes, the better it becomes. Okay. Because she's not covered in snow. Incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything, of course. I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception: the victim. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple: it stopped snowing when she was killed. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be two sets of tracks. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. For the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At the time it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow. Then when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus the return tracks remained. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There is only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder, which can only mean that night Harris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple. When I get the chance. The snowmobile can cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to the Hazakura Temple. I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. And it's covered in snow. So somebody used it while it was still snowing, after you went back though, and then bring it back after the murder. So end of day 1 or end of forced weakness? There was. Yep, only an idiot. There are two things about him that do come to mind. Number one is an idiot. He's our kind of idiot. Who is this idiot you're talking about? The idiot of the whole franchise. Jean-Luc the Ludoc Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. This is Larry Batz, a disciple of the victim Elise Duxim. Why was he wandering about outside of the night of the murder? He's an artist, he was perhaps searching for something in a snowy scenery, although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. An unfortunate and reliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw? Who knows? I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. Larry, for one day you cannot be a complete moron and help us. Please see the preparing for the next witness. Understood, Your Honor. Yippee! Yippee! Well, the first hour went quite smooth. I found the answer rather quick, let's say. Oh. Stay calm even if you don't agree with something. That's the first time a fortune cookie says something very true. Sometimes I'm like, no, shut the fuck up, you idiots. I should stay more calm. Pearl? Okay. Yeah, but Pearl? You did took 2 lives, but okay. Arguably you tried to take 3. Unless it's not her, but I think it is her. February 9, 11:36 AM, District Court, courtroom number 7. I will take a small break as well, because I have to go to the bathroom. So I will be right back, hello. Yippee! Be right back. Woo! Lamau. Hello, hello, it's Bree. Hi, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so, fucking stupid ass phone. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness? During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior? Was catching something very intensively. He is a fucking idiot. Oh. This pathetic excuse for an artist. Yes. Loris Dauxim, I hope you're ready. Get in here. Will seem that Whip is going to see plenty more use today. Fucking idiot. Ouch! The sketch is in contempt of this court. Hey, I was just artistically rendering. You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color viridian. Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it? I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the field, isn't it? Working in the field? I presume you wanted to say field work, I hope. That's it, thanks, buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand this mangled train wreck of a sentence. Just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all of you face your face is to be red when you realize this mistake, bright red. Or to use the technical term, Crimson Lake. Ouch! You deserve that and more, Larry. Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now. Yes. Yes. Was it that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the star that night? I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. Didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy? Shut the fuck up. You sad excuse for a man. Yes. Severe inferiority complex. Eternally unhappy. With no touching, we can delve into other details at a later time. What I saw was at the lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars. Walked to the bridge a number of times, but 5 times. I went once every 20 minutes. You huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining woos of witness. So what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. You huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining woos of a witness, eh? Well, you see, being called those... Yes, being called the name doesn't seem to bother him. Then see a snowmobile. No, fuck off. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Oh god fucking damn it. Sorry. Hey, no need to eat your desk, I can hear you, I didn't see it, I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, say a snowmobile for me, please. This is snowmobile? If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest? I'm going to strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans. Okay. Didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. Seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. Need to slice through his obvious contradiction and keep this moving along. You didn't meet anyone? That's right, because I've got nothing to do with this and I'm just here to buy some Viridian pain, okay? I expect to see the Crimson Lake face now. He didn't walk to the bridge because he was waiting for the woman. No. No, people said. Doo-doom, doom, doom. Doo-doom, doom, doom. I don't freaking know this moron. Param pam pam param pam pam. Dun 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 dun. Sorry, I was hearing a thing. Dun 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 dun. I don't know where to go with this moron, that's the problem. Fucking hell. I'm sweating a bit. Ooh. Salutation here. I don't fucking know this guy, how to read him. What is this stink? What are they cooking? The fuck are they cooking? Can I just skip this part because this guy is annoying as fuck? Yes. I'm sorry, but this guy is unironically annoying as fuck and I don't wanna deal with this shit. Give me a second. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, can you go add in the meantime? Pa pum 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 pa pum 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 pa pum pum pum. Oh no, this guy actually has time and will go for a little while. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fucking fuck. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Ok, simply. I'm an idiot. You're pretty pathetic and you cause all sorts of troubles. I'm sorry. But having realized just how much of a nuisance you've been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? Certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incident you create. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix right to report it. Thus he headed for the public forum by the bridge. There he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause this incident. That reality will not change. But what do you want me to do then? Larry, what you need to change is your inner self, but for now, what you saw that night. Testify truthfully about that one issue is all I need from you. Edgy, I think I finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping, but anyway, I'll do it, I'll testify. What I saw, part 2. Sure. Went to the shack around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. Was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. Looked out the window and the dusky bridge was on fire. That's when I ran into Nick, yes. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you? So what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3 days stint chasing a girl, totally burned out, like almost totally gone. Then to cross the burning remain what was what caused Nick to fall. She should be called lucky or unlucky. She got worried about Phoenix. Went to the shack at around 9. What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half? You really must know I was busy being excited. Yes. Can my phone not go on fire as well? Shut up, don't go picking my phone memories apart. Can you stop, please? Oh, god damn it. Thank you. Thought maybe Aris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. Lightning, like Kerpo. Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom. You know what? Let me remove the short, so I will remove the webcam as well, because it's hard as fuck. It's hot as fuck today. So yeah, yippee! Bye. Bye. Have a great time. Oh god, it's super hot today, and I have the door closed because my father is home. Ah, Jesus Christ, so fucking hot. So fucking hot. Okay, way better. Doo-dum, dum, dum. You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that? The lightning fell and then the bridge caught on fire, maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far did this more shack you were from the fridge? Yes, from the bridge. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. Guess about a 5 minutes walk. How did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I'd recovered a piece of my childhood. That's quite pathetic. I mean, not even the bonfire kids make during school camping trips can compare. Or should I press him for a little more info? I mean, curiosity, I guess. So why didn't you call anyone? Normally when faced with a towering inferno, one will try to call someone. There's a public phone at Dusty Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought of doing that. So then let's hear why you didn't. Huh? Yeah, okay, my reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay? The fuck does that even mean? Are you stupid? At the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later. Oh, okay. I mean, that's still very stupid, I think, but... You claim to be arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright? Yeah. Thought I'd better tell someone about this, but then Nick came up yelling about a murder. Totally made me forget about the bridge. Fire was pretty much out by then anyway. What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of unease. Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less. So I have to press this very likely. Like not press, sorry, to call out bullshit on this. Very likely. Dun, dun, dun. What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half? I was waiting for my beloved. Okay, so yeah, I think I have to take that one. So yep. Why the hay edge? You make me sound like some sort of alien, okay? How long did it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike at Dusky Bridge and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. The weather data from the night. According to this, the lightning fell on 10:45. What's your footing there, Francisca? For there is still no way that Bright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11. Why not? It's clearly written in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15. Bright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames. In fact, he did not... I didn't read. Okay, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flame had died down. He arrived at the bridge at 11. But Ray did not make it there until at least 11:15. Guess I was still... Can I read without you auto-skipping dialogues? There is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident? Therein lies the problem, for even after the bridge had burned out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty. That's what it sounded like. Ah, but this is Larry we are talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction. I am the killer. Watashi wa ere desu. For these 15 minutes, what are you doing? The missing 15 minutes. I'm at the Aux team, I'm an artist, what do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge, I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then he came running up. Including the truth or the sound of it. Does this remove the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. Ha, you regret this, Edgy. Ouch. Fred is extraordinaire. Yet again, that's what he calls himself. Can I see your sketch? Come on. There is a burning woman flying. It's true. So, who is that? What? What? Whip your own chick from now on. I'm so confused. I'm sorry, I'm not saying much, but I'm so confused. Remember this moron. Horrible sketch of what he saw the night of the crime. Her white hood. The white hood. Could not have been the defendants. What do you mean? I don't understand. Foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim? Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct? Of course. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Aris. Seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense bench. The night of the murder, Aris wasn't wearing a hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. You're going to change your story now? What's going on with Aris and Nick? Why, you Nick, you dog! Fucking moron. Fucking stupid piece of shit moron. Sorry, I'm checking the window real quick. Sagada. The unbelievable mysterious catch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded straight into garbage. Feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Gee, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you. What? What is the meaning of the obvious witness? Hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Okay. You've been serving as a whooping serving of pain this whole time, trust me. Proof that Iris flew. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to find a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in snow and with blood. It is the one that she wear on her neck, kinda. Oh, but she has one too. Blood. Found Alpha in snow near Dusky Bridge. You know, the thing that make me think he's even more of a fucking moron is that I know two guys, not one, two guys, that have the same expression and the same similar facial structure of this guy. Like the kind of hair on the cheeks, the kind of bird of thingy, the kind of expression. I know two guys similar to him, and they are both fucking morons. They are both like the guy that you see that is always like half dead but try to be funny, like half dead in expression and voice, but try to be funny, that every time he opens his mouth says some of the stupidest thing you will ever hear. Shit like that. I know two people like him that are morons like him. So that make me think even more that he's a fucking moron. The Chasgui bridge, she was already gone. We went to the burning bridge. That's right, to meet Iris. She actually flew to get to me. Last I could do was meeting her halfway. Was not at the bridge when you got there, you say. I guess she went back to Azakure Temple. She's a girl after all. She must have wanted to look her best. Must be lovely to live in the fantasy land of Larry's mind. It's so depressing I can't even work up the energy to point. Ouch, my side. Yes. The snow was deep and there was even a banana peel out there. They're stupid and unnecessary bats. I'm a pro, a genius security guard. Each non is assigned their own node and they are assigned only one. I will not even hold it, this one. I should have hold it. Oh, okay. Okay. Ah, stupid me. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Who was that stupid idiot? Yep. The 4 phases of what? 5 phases. A fool alongside an air-fool on a fool errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. Yes! This crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that? Give it some thought and I'm sure you realize it as well, my Sedgeworth. At least the Oxim was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, the sphere cannot be related to this case, this is all. Why? What? You mean I'm the killer? Ah! All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proved in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case, where it was covered in snow. So after the murder, but before 11. Before the victim was killed. I think no. Yeah, in fact, I had to say no. If I say yes, I just waste a life and time. If it was Nick, do you think he'd give up? He wouldn't give up, but he wouldn't have proof anyways. Allow me to prove something to you. Oh, okay, so you can prove it. For now I'm Phoenix, right, and I'm in it cornered. I'm scared. Cause she doesn't have the stuff. How do I prove that? What the fuck? Naked day. Hello Frostix, hi. Actually I removed the shirt like 15 minutes ago because it started getting really hot. Before I had the webcam on. I'm going randomly now because I really don't know. because it's covered in snow. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Oh, it's this one, okay. Oh, sure. The other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. So yeah, it's because she is not covered in snow, I was correct. But I didn't have to show the weather report. Order, order! On the night of the murder, the victim did go to the ski bridge. And there something occurred that caused the staff crystal sphere to come loose, and her to lose blood. Objection! Have you been paying any attention this whole time? The sister saw everything. Yeah, but we already proved that her testimony is unreliable. So we have to still meet the murderer. I think it's not Bikini. No, sorry. Oh! Okay, gotcha. That's why there are only the returning thingies of the snow cart. Yep. Yep. Order, order! Ah, this is completely unacceptable. You've dug yourself into your own grave. What do you mean? The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. You're too late, Franziska von Karma, and in fact the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation. Where was the victim Elisa Deoxym really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? You even need to think about that. Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he will never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. It really, so it's something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Angie, thank you! That settles it then. Cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. Just as I thought. You made a wonderful partner. Excuse me? There was one reason and one alone for me being here, to expose the darkness lurking in his case and then pass it on to Wright. That was all about. You could have just told me this from the very beginning. Don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. Shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by. What a shame! Ah! It's all your fault, such a terrible witness. Can I read the dialogues, please? Demand satisfaction! Cannot believe that the witness testimony related to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for this question it raised. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom. To be continued. Sorry. Okay, I think that's the ending. We are 2 hours in, and we are exactly at the end of day 1. So next time we will continue. I don't think we're gonna finish the game next time. It's gonna probably be next time the investigation and the time after the court again. But yes, for now, thank you for checking in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. As usual, drop a follow if you still need to receive notification when I go streaming. And check the YouTube channel Franix VODs with the red dot for the previous VODs. And Franix edits for the highlights and new videos that I'll upload there. Tomorrow, 1 PM GT+1 is scheduled. What exactly did I schedule? I think... What did I schedule? I think Zestiria, right? Schedule. Oh no, tomorrow Divinity. Yippee! Tomorrow we continue Divinity. Wednesday, Game of Thrones Telltale, Friday new. So Zestiria, I played it yesterday, maybe Tuesday, maybe in a guerrilla, we will see, I don't know. And this as well. Maybe Tuesday, maybe Thursday, maybe guerrilla. I will decide on the moment. For now, thank you. As I said, drop a follow if you still didn't check the YouTube channels. And yes, I will see you either with a gorilla or tomorrow 1 PM GT+1 with Divinity. See ya, bye bye.